Okay guys, to start off, let's start around the corner here. This one's kind of semi-hidden. I hope this isn't like dominoes where they'll all fall. Okay, let me get this one first. Okay. Yeah, this is the first one here. This is the films of Rudy Ray Moore. This is a box set from Vinegar Syndrome, released it a few years ago. It's pretty cool, you know, lifts up like so. You got 5 films in there. You got Rudy Ray Moore's best ones, you know, Dolomite, Human Tornado, Petey Wheatstraw, and the Disco Godfather. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty simple box, pretty clean, you know, just got some art here, you know, some art there. Some people might be like, well, that's kind of cheaping on the art, but it's a simple box, you know, it's basic, it does what it's saying. So yeah, there you go, the films of Rudy Ray Moore. Next to it, let's take this bad boy down first. Now this is a Criterion set that I've had for a little while, and I haven't shown it on the channel yet in detail or talked about it yet because I haven't watched all the films yet. This is the Criterion Edition Blu-ray set of the Zatoichi, the Blind Swordsman Collection, which is a beautiful box set of the Zatoichi series from Japan. I mean, the artwork alone, you really have to hold it in your hand and really look at it to really appreciate it fully. But yeah, it's got some Japanese samurai art, some classic, you know, Japanese artwork on here. What's really cool is the little pieces of gold, or just a little bit of gold coloring on some of the things that really just set the box off. But yeah, you know, it's got the hard set. It comes with a hardbound book, and then you got the movies, which are in like little sleeves, and there's how many of these? Okay, I think there's about 25 movies in here. So pretty cool set. I mean, not pretty cool, really cool. Beautiful set. I can't wait till the day I can talk about it on the channel. I really like watching the movies and watching the special, the supplements, and, you know, fully legitimately taking it on, watching everything to be able to talk about it first and stuff. So yeah, it's something I'm still enjoying and watching. The Zatoichi set. Let's go up here. Let's get these ones so they don't fall. Next up, this is from Indicator. This is one of the great Indicator sets. This is the Mae West in Hollywood 1932 to 1943 set. Really, really nice. I did have an episode where I explore this on my channel. You can check the video out. But really cool. I think this part I didn't show on there, but it's like she's you can semi see her breastises, which was kind of, you know, risque. But I think I said something about it in the video, but it didn't end up showing it. But yeah, this is a really nice set. It's got about 10 movies on there, and has a great booklet and some great supplements, as you would expect from Indicator. So there you go, the Mae West in Hollywood collection. And this is probably my favorite box set of all time. I mean, I have a lot of them that I really love, but this one is just very sentimental. I really love the movies of Randolph Scott, and these are the ones he did with director Bud Bodeker for Columbia, 1957 to 1960. The 5 films that are recently been released on 4K by Criterion, but this one goes way back to, gosh, I want to say 20. Gosh, when did this come out? When did this come out? I'm not actually 100% sure when it came out, but one of my favorite ones. I love the artwork on the box. It's indicator, so you know you've got quality in your hands, and this is a great box set. It's been out of print. It can go for a lot of money on the used market and stuff, especially for a brand new one and everything. So yeah, there you go. Five Tall Tales, Randolph Scott and Bud Bodeker, the Columbia years. Great set. Next up, this is a, I guess you could call this a box set. This is a pretty, it's a expanded big edition. It's in a nice hard book and everything. This is the Arrow video release of Dune, David Lynch's 1984 movie Dune, which has really, I mean, the tan brown really sticks out on this. You get some cool stuff with this. You get a poster, a booklet, and then you get the 4K. Oh yeah, I didn't say it's 4K edition of Dune. So this has got reversible art, so I turned it to the original art there. So there you go, Dune, Arrow edition of Dune, really nice. Next up, this is a similar situation where you got this really deluxe box set of a movie. This is Eureka Masters of Cinema's release. I believe it came out in 2022, of Vampire. And again, Eureka has a great quality. Love the artwork. But again, you get a great booklet, and then you get the Blu-ray, and it's got reversible art as well. So yeah, Vampire, pretty nice deluxe collection. I pre-ordered it, so I got it for a really good price. I think they were running a sale right as the pre-order, so I don't know, however it worked out, it worked out, and it was all good. So let's go way over here for a minute. Now this is the Bruce Lee, his greatest hits box set from Criterion. Now, you know, since this came out, Arrow has released the 4K Bruce Lee box set, which is one of the very best box sets of the year, probably the box set of the year, and maybe contender for all time. I mean, just a perfect box set of Bruce Lee stuff. But this is really good on its own. This has all of they're all on Blu-ray, but the big winner with this is really the case art. I mean, it opens up, it expands, where there's individual art on each tray behind it. It's got like a poster, it's got a booklet. The booklet opens up, it expands, it's pretty cool. But if you can notice all the special features on there, I mean, it's loaded with special features. It's got two versions of Enter the Dragon, I believe. It's got at the time the I guess the 2K restoration Blu-ray, and then another cut, I believe. But yeah, it's got some stuff like that on there, but really cool. One day I want to get the 4K Arrow set of this and be done and be the final Bruce Lee set to get. But yeah, Bruce Lee, his greatest hits box set, really nice, and by no means it's not lacking, even though Arrow has really put out a really quality product. That's still really good there. Let's move over here. This is from Imprint, the Australian label. They put out a lot of stuff, and they've put out a lot of stuff by Sam Peckinpah and stuff. Now this is 1979's The Warriors, the Walter Hill movie, and this was a first time upgrade. Well, no, this is a second Blu-ray that I got of it, but I had the standard one before that. But like with a lot of Imprint sets, You know, it's in a box. They usually have two versions in there. Usually they'll have if there's two cuts, there'll be each cut on each film or on each disc. So this one you got the director's cut, and then you got, I think, the theatrical version of it. Plus that just the red and the black coloring on the box just really stands out with that iconic artwork on the front. Really, really awesome. Great movie. One of my faves. Here we go. This is the... Let's see here. Okay, this one wants to fall down. But this is the first box set that I got from Indicator. This is the Major Dundee set, which, you know, Major Dundee's been put out multiple times by a couple labels, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But basically you got the same situation. Well, you got some really cool artwork, first of all, but then you got two discs, or you got two Blu-rays with the two different cuts of the movie, which have been available for a long time. Even, I think, I'm not sure if it was the DVD version, had both versions or what it was, but anyways, I got both versions of Major Dundee, a director's cut, I believe. Let me look on here. Yeah, you got the extended version and then the theatrical cut. But really love that box art again. Again, you know, you got a black box with the orange and just popping out of that. Really, really beautiful set. Major Dundee, Sam Peckinpah, 1965. Which leads me to this. This is another, this is a limited edition deluxe set from Arrow Video of Major Dundee. And again, you got beautiful box art. This was something that I waited to get. I wasn't going to get it right away because it's basically, you got the theatrical and extended cut again. But what's really cool on this is all the extras that you expect from Arrow. It's got a really nice booklet in there, and then you got each movie split up to its own case and features and everything. This was on sale really cheap, so I went ahead and jumped at it and got it because, you know, I do really love the movie. And the box set alone, I mean, the art really sold it to me this time. This is a case of, you know, the box set, the artwork really selling it to me. But the big thing on here is their 4K 4K restoration prints of the movies. Now on the Indicator set, they were just 1080p upgrades, you know, so you get a vastly better picture with this one, and it does look good. But yeah, there you go, Major Dundee by Arrow Video this time. Okay, moving over here. This is another Sam Peckinpah movie. This is technically his, I guess this would be his last movie, 1983's The Ulsterman Weekend. Again, this is from Imprint. So you got the nice box, and the top comes off, and the big one with this, you got the theatrical cut and the director's cut. Now the director's cut was really rare on this. It wasn't something that was rarely seen. It was just kind of, I'm not sure if someone had it, and it's kind of a rough cut of the film and everything, but Sam Peckinpah did prefer his cut of the film, the director's cut. But it's really nice. It's got a lot of extras on there. It's really cool. This is a 2K scan of the movie, but to show some love to this movie that, you know, hasn't had a lot of attention. A lot of people don't think about this movie when they think about Sam Peckinpah, other than saying it was his last movie. But yeah, I thought that was really nice and stuff. Now, Imprint has a couple other Sam Peckinpah editions out. Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia, and there's another one that I haven't got yet. Now next up, this is an Arrow edition of the Dvd trilogy. It's still sealed. I have a kind of a short funny story. Well, it's not funny, but when I ordered this, I ordered some other releases. They were all on sale, and they all came damaged when they came. This box was each case was broken. The discs were just fine, but the cases did not survive very well, even with this slip case on there. And then the other one's similar fate. So I contacted Arrow, and they said, well, we'll send you some replacements. You know, send us pictures and just keep the ones that are broken, and we'll send you new ones. So I watched all the trilogy of the broken one, and then when I got this one, I just kept it sealed, so I can kind of break into it one day and watch them and everything. But for the time being, it's sealed. But I actually gave the other editions away to a good friend, and he's enjoying them now. So there you go, the Damaging trilogy from Arrow Video, another great box set. Now let me get this one before I forget. Now this is the biggest one. This is the heaviest one. Technically, I guess this would be my first box set. This is Criterion Collection's 25 films by Akira Kurosawa. This was in celebration of his 100th birthday, and it came out, and it's the size of a shoebox. Let me put it down for a minute so I can. The only drawback was I got this at a really good price. It was out of print already, but the reason it was cheaper because the box edges had broke. I mean, it's kind of like threaded. It's got a cool feel to it. It's like threads all weave together. It's really cool. But yeah, I got it really good price, believe it or not. And it comes with this hardbound book here, which has that, and it talks about each movie that's on there. It's got a glossary. It's got some stories about Kurosawa, basically, photos. It's got notes by Stephen Prince, who does a lot about, he does a write-up about each movie. It's broke down with cast and credits of the technicians and everything, but really, really nice. I guess the other drawback to it would be that they're all DVD. It has almost all his movies, but it's missing a few things. But if you look at it, this is pretty cool. They're all cardboard slip cases, and it's got all his movies. It's missing a few. Yeah, it's missing a few. It doesn't have Dreams. It doesn't have. Let me see. Does it have? Yeah, it has Cage Musha, but it doesn't have Ron. It doesn't have Dreams, and it doesn't have the Russian one he made in Russia. Crap, I can't think of the name right now, but I have that on Blu-ray from Imprint, I believe. But yeah, pretty cool set, and everything. Very heavy. I've kept up with it. One day I'd like to do a kind of a show, show it off more in detail. But this is kind of like an example of, it's got like a picture. You got cast credit, and then you got a DVD. But there's absolutely no extras on here, which is the big, But I'm hoping, since there's been some new 4Ks that Criterion has done. I mean, there's been a really superior 4K of Ron that Studio Canal did. Hopefully, maybe we can get all of those together by Criterion and put out one with its, supplements and everything. But moving right along, guys, this is my first Second Sight box. Now this bad boy's, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's cool as hell. This is Second Sight's release of Dawn of the Dead by George Romero. Very, very iconic, beautiful looking box. I just love the purple and the green and the black on there. But yeah, it's a hard case box. I'll try to get the top off. But yeah, the top slips off like, you know, like so. And then what's really cool inside this, let me just go ahead and take them out and show you, is that, you know, you got the Dawn of the Dead, which, you know, opens up, and you got 2 discs in there, or 3. You got 3 discs. I think there's 3 cuts of the movie, I believe. And then there's some like supplements and other stuff on here on the second set of Blu-rays, which is really cool. And then it's got this really nice, like a comic, a kind of a manga style of the movie done, you know, comic book style. Or actually, this is the book. This is the story. And then it has this really cool, another hardback little book in here. And this one is now this is actually the booklet, if you want to call it a booklet. I mean, this is a legitimate book that comes with it that, you know, it has all the essays and all the stuff about the movie, interviews, etc., photos, everything like that. It's really cool. Let me see, how many pages is this? So 156 page booklet, hardbound, book style, really awesome. That set is just really good. My friend Carlos from Eastwood for Life fan channel, we did this in a trade. He hooked this up for me in a trade package. I think it was one of our first ones, if I'm not mistaken, first or second at least. And he really came through big time for me there on that one, and I really love this. This is definitely one of my favorite box sets. Definitely my favorite zombie movie of all time, that's for sure. And then finally, guys, we got this bad boy. Now this was the best Blu-ray release of the year a couple years ago. I think 2021. This was the big dog. Shaw Scope, the Shaw Brothers Volume 1 from Arrow Video. They knocked it out of the park. So big. Great set. I'm gonna lose it, but it's got a huge thing. It's got 8 discs. 8 discs and about 13 movies, I believe. I think there's about 13 movies on here. And then there's 2 CDs that have some of the soundtracks to each movie, the music. But yeah, awesome set. I have volume 2, but it's not on the shelf because I haven't watched all the movies yet for it. But, you know, to look at it, everything's, you know, long style, like, you know, letterbox, you know, like the scope part of it all. But that's your booklet. I mean, really cool. It's kind of cool that it is bigger, kind of wider, longer, whatever, because it can show a little more detail to the posters and everything that's in there. But that's really cool. A lot of love and detail went into that. And then you got the case here, if you want to call it a case. It's more of a booklet with the slip. You got the slip case sleeves. You got the 2. This disc has 2 movies on it. Right here it tells you what's on the disc for the 2 movies, and then you got the disc in there. But yeah, it's got some cool stuff. I mean, it's mostly kung fu, but there's been some other Shaw Brothers stuff that's been explored in here. The different subgenres of kung fu, like you just saw Mighty Peking Men, which was really kind of a I don't know, kind of a schlocky, campy kind of movie. It's not bad, but and then there's like some other stuff, like other genres that Shaw Brothers did, but mostly it's about 90% kung fu. But I mean, look at that. That's just awesome. We got another hardbound quality thing from Arrow. But there you go, guys. That was top shelf. That was all the box sets on my top shelf. Maybe if you're a regular viewer of my channel and you've looked in the back at the shelf and you saw those, you know, box sets up there, I wanted to kind of show those off. And that's going to be an ever-changing spot. I mean, I have 3 other box sets that I'm in the process of watching right now. One being the Arrow Volume 2 Shaw Scope. But yeah, eventually I'm going to put some more stuff on here. I'll probably have to take these projector thingy-mabobs down probably, and, you know, do a little this and that. But I got a little space here too. It's just that I want to keep them kind of together. I mean, technically, a couple of those single film editions are they technically a box set? I mean, the imprint ones of the Sam Peckinpah movies and the Warriors, those are definitely box sets, but they only have, you know, the one film with different cuts and stuff. But still, I consider that a box set. It doesn't have to have films to be that. But some people might say, well, the Dune edition is just it's a limited edition. It's not really a box set. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. But I consider it a box set because it's nice. It's in a hardbound box and it's very nice. It looks very nice displayed and everything. But crap, if we're gonna do that, see, this is what opens it up to. Is it or is it not? So I might as well include this one, guys. This is the Indicator edition that came out this year, 2023, of The Big Gun Down, one of my favorite Lee Van Cleef spaghetti westerns. Again, you got the movie, you got different cuts, got a cool poster, great booklet, everything. So Big Gun Down. But you know, if I start really looking, I'm gonna have like a whole nother shelf full of movies. I mean, there's been some deluxe stuff, like, you know, you got the Red River Criterion box set here, which is just the movie and the book and stuff like that. But yeah, I got some other box sets here, I guess, but they're just not displayed. But you know, I got the complete Sartana collection, Vengeance Trail. I got this really awesome German spaghetti western box set, Western Unchained, that has like 8 movies on there. Big thing. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I just wanted to kind of show that. Some people, even me, when I watch people's videos and they have it set up like that, my eye does catch certain movies on people's shelves. You know, I noticed that some people have all their Kinos together and all their Arrows and all that stuff.